Performance Air VAV thermal square diffusers are an energy-free solution to individual comfort control. No wiring, pneumatic piping, or added system pressure is required. The Performance Air SCVH provides VAV cooling and heating for the temperature requirements of the zone space it serves. Entryways, conference rooms, and individual office spaces are problem areas that need their own options for climate control. Throughout the course of a day, these spaces vary in temperature due to being influenced by changing factors. Receptionist areas and entryways are typically exposed or open, and cooling is often dumped in this area, which causes overcooling problems and receptionist discomfort. East-west exposure is too hot in the morning, then cold in the afternoon. Conversely, the west side building exposure is cold in the morning and too hot in the afternoon. Oftentimes, people inhabiting offices in the same zone have different requirements for comfort. This can lead to thermostat wars. The SCVH diffuser is the solution that provides comfort for individuals in difficult spaces. The SCVH is a thermally powered VAV diffuser which is completely self-contained and self-powered. The mechanism is operated by 4 thermostatic actuators. The SCVH features separately adjustable set points for cooling and heating, allowing precise comfort control.
In the cooling mode, cool air enters the diffuser. A small amount of supply air passes through a nozzle in the diffusion damper and is diverted back into the primary air path. This creates just enough negative pressure to induce a constant sample of room air across the thermal actuators. Cool air continues to flow into the diffuser. The actuator senses the warm room air and opens the damper to allow cool air into the room. As the room air cools and approaches the temperature set point, the actuator will begin to close the damper. In the heating mode, warm air enters the diffuser. Damper will open fully to heat the space. Heating changeover actuator positions U-arm to engage room actuator for heating control. As the room air warms and approaches the temperature set point, the actuator will begin to close the damper.
Performance Air VAV diffusers provide superior throw, creating excellent room air entrainment. The cone-shaped diffusion damper in the diffuser greatly enhances Coanda effect, which increases the discharge velocity of the supply airstream as it passes along the sealing surface. This creates a low-pressure area beneath the diffuser. Maintaining the discharge velocity as the supply air volume is reduced provides a maximum Coanda effect and eliminates the possible effect of vertical drop of the colder and heavier supply air. Room air is induced over the thermal actuators by a simple yet highly effective induction wing. A small amount of supply air passes through a louver in the diffusion damper. This air is diverted off of the induction wing back into the supply air path. This creates just enough negative pressure to cause the induction of a continuous sample of room air to be drawn through the opening on the induction trough located at the leading edge of the face panel. The solid face panel is held in place by 4 spring clip legs. Approach panel from the induction trough side, the rectangle opening. Reach above panel on both sides until you are able to place your middle fingers behind the spring clip legs. Using your thumbs on the front edge of the panel, push the panel back while pulling spring clips forward with middle fingers. Lower front of panel down for temperature adjustments. All models feature an easy-to-read room temperature set point scale. Room temperature adjustments for cooling are made by turning the cooling actuator clockwise for a cooler room temperature and counterclockwise for a warmer room temperature. Room temperature adjustments for heating are made by turning the red heating actuator clockwise for a cooler room temperature and counterclockwise for a warmer room temperature. Each full turn equals plus or minus 2 degrees. Performance Air VAV thermal diffusers are an energy-free solution to individual comfort control. For more information or to place an order, please visit www.performanceair.com or call 727 431 6197.